What if your entire life was decided before you were even born? Not your dreams, not your effort, not your choices, but yours. Imagine entering a world where, seconds after birth, a machine scans your blood and instantly predicts your future, your lifespan, your intelligence, your weaknesses, your limits. And from that moment forward, everyone treats you accordingly. No interviews, no second chances, no proving yourself. Just a number, a probability, a genetic verdict, and worst of all, everyone believes it. Picture this, a sterile hospital room, the soft glow of monitors beeping in rhythm with a newborn's cry. The doctor doesn't smile at the parents. He doesn't offer congratulations. Instead, he reads off a report like a death sentence. Neurological conditions, 60% probability. Manic depression, 42%. Attention deficit disorder, 89%. Life expectancy, 30.2 years. That baby is Vincent Freeman. And in the world of Gattaca, his story is already written, before he's even taken his first breath. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's a mirror held up to our own future. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your own potential the same way again. Number 1, the perfect world that isn't. The future appears perfect in Gattaca. Cities that are clean, newer technology, a civilization without sickness. People move through their days with the calm confidence of those who understand their destiny is to succeed. The glass spires rise far into the sky, which looks like it goes on forever. But underneath that perfection is something really disturbing. Kids don't just happen anymore. They are made. Parents sit across from genetic specialists in clean, simple offices, flicking through holographic options like they're purchasing a custom car. How tall? Power, smartness, resistance against disease, even emotional tendencies, maybe lower the risk of worry and raise the chance of ambition. All flaws have been fixed. Every flaw was made less important. Every benefit planned. What happened? A new type of individual has emerged. They go by the name Invalids, optimized for genes, expected to do well. They move through life with perfect sums written in their very cells. And then there are all the other people who were born naturally, without any improvements. People call them invalids, not because they didn't do well, not because they can't, but because they didn't choose their DNA. This isn't just a name, it's a phrase. It tells you where to work, what chances you get, how people see you. Discrimination doesn't need to be based on race or class in this world. It has something much more exact. Biology. Think about it. No more guesswork. No more maybe my kid will be smart. You choose the traits like you would choose filters on an app. The movie shows us this in a scary way. A couple in a consultation room, the doctor calmly stating the odds as the parents nod along, giving up the uncertain chaos of natural birth for the cold certainty of science. The cities are clean, the employment is great, and the crime rates are minimal since the bad people are kept out before they even get there. But is this a perfect world? Gattaca doesn't preach. It demonstrates. It illustrates a world that gave up on being human in exchange for perfection, but nonetheless ended up damaged. Number 2, the child they gave up on. Vincent Freeman comes into this world. Of course, no selection of genes, no improvements. When he is born, his blood is tested. The outcome arrives right away. There is a 99% chance of heart failure, a lifespan that is much shorter, a small possibility of success. To the system, Vincent is done now. The doctor doesn't even give the baby back to his parents right away. He gives the verdict first, just like a judge would read it. Marie, his mother, seems like she's going to cry. Antonio, his father, is looking at the floor. They had promised themselves that this child would be natural, which was a big step of trust. But they think the numbers are true. But Vincent can't see numbers. He sees something different. The sky, the stars, the chance of something better. He wants to go to space, not just visiting it, but going to Titan, Saturn's moon, on a mission with the Gattaca Aerospace Corporation. But in this world, such a dream is for the valid, not people like him. Invalids don't fly rockets, they clean floors. This is the start of everything. What happens when a person won't recognize their limits? Vincent sees other people thrive without any trouble as he grows up. People who were made to do well. People are always telling him what he can't do. Teachers don't pay attention to him. Employers check his blood at the door and send him away before he can even say a word. His father looks at him with calm disappointment and is already planning to have a second child who is genetically flawless. But there is something inside him that won't break. It gets sharper. Vincent looks up at the sky through a telescope in his backyard when he is a youngster. He whispers to himself about the missions he won't be able to go on. The camera stays on his face, which is determined and hungry. He secretly reads books about space travel and learns about launch windows and orbital physics, while his valid friends get chances handed to them on silver platters. Not yet. This isn't rebellion. This is the quiet start of a fire that no genetic test could have seen coming. Vincent's story doesn't start with rage, it starts with wonder, which he uses as a weapon. Number 3. The brother who was designed to win. Vincent has a sibling who is younger than him, Anton. Anton was made, but Vincent wasn't. More powerful, more intelligent, better genes. Everything that Vincent wasn't. His parents learned their lesson. They picked the best for Anton, a better heart and brain, and no chance of getting sick like his older brother does. The two are always competing as they grow up, going for a swim, going for a run, pushing the limits. And every time, people think Anton will win. Chicken is their favorite game. The first person to turn back loses. They swim out into the ocean as far as they can. Vincent keeps falling behind, gasping for air while Anton moves ahead with ease. Their father even names the younger kid after himself, as if to make the point that this one is the true Freeman. But something unusual happens. Vincent doesn't give up. He presses even harder, swims more, won't stop, and in the end, he starts to win. This shouldn't be happening. By all scientific predictions, Vincent ought to be defeated. So why doesn't he? There is a time that makes everything clear. Anton asks him, "How are you doing this?" Vincent says, "I never saved anything for the swim back." That statement has a reality that no genetic system can find. The camera pulls back over the dark ocean in the movie as the brothers tread water. Anton's face is twisted in shock and exhaustion. On paper, Vincent isn't stronger, but he's ready to put everything on the line. He swims till his body hurts and his lungs burn because he can't turn back. This scene isn't only about swimming. It has to do with the hidden factor that eugenics can't account for, the strength that comes from being told you're worthless. Anton, the perfect one, gets scared and almost drowns. Vincent comes to his rescue. The naturally disabled person saves the plan's superior. And with just one action, the whole structure starts to fall apart. Number 4, becoming someone else. In the world of Gattaca, you can't get ahead without the appropriate DNA. Vincent does something quite strange. He gets a new name, Jerome, a human with perfect genes, a valid. Vincent changes himself in every way. He finds Jerome Eugene Morrow, a former swimming champion who came in second in his biggest race and tried to kill himself by walking in front of a car. Jerome is now paraplegic from the waist down, but he will sell his genetic profile to Vincent for a fee. Every day is a ritual. Vincent washes his body to get rid of all the DNA that is there, uses industrial cleansers to clean his skin, collects Jerome's hair, blood, and urine samples, and puts them in little containers for the daily testing at work. He learns everything about Jerome, including his life story, how he acts, and his past. One misstep, one errant hair, or one drop of sweat might show everything. Think about living that way. Vincent stands in a shower every morning that feels more like a decontamination chamber. He walks around with Jerome's stance to practice. He looks at old videos of Jerome's races. At the Gattaca headquarters, he goes through security scanners that look for foreign DNA in his eyelashes. If you make one mistake, the doors will smash shut. This involves stealing someone's identity on a molecular level. Vincent becomes a ghost in his own body, using illegal drugs and sheer willpower to hide his heart problem. The movie shows us the price: being alone, being paranoid, and always having to perform. But it also demonstrates the reward. Vincent moves in the ranks and gets a spot on the Titan mission. The whole time, he was harboring the secret that may kill him. Number 5, the man who had everything. Jerome should stand for excellence, great genes, the best potential, everything that people in society value. But Jerome's life reveals a different narrative. He didn't become the best. He got second place. And in a world that wants everything to be flawless, failure is coming in second. Jerome's body is perfect, but his brain is broken. He is paralyzed and angry. He lives in a fancy apartment that his genes pay for, drinks a lot, and lashes out at the world that promised him everything. He says to Vincent, "I never did anything. I was usually in second place." This is where the illusion falls apart. What does success mean if perfect DNA doesn't ensure it? Jerome stands for something strong. Genetics can give you a chance, but it can't offer you a reason to live. In quiet sequences, we watch Jerome wheeling himself about his spotless abode, which is full of trophies he thinks are insults. At first, he assists Vincent not out of kindness, but out of a warped desire for retribution against the system that let him down too. Their strange bond is the movie's emotional center. Jerome gives the DNA, while Vincent gives the drive. They show that the falsehood at the heart of Gattaca is that even the Valids are stuck in their own expectations. Jerome had the genes, but he didn't have the one thing Vincent had a lot of: the ability to refuse to accept second place as his fate. Number 6. The system begins to crack. As Vincent goes on his path, he starts to do better than others who were made to succeed. Not because he is stronger, not because he is smarter, but he won't stop. A murder at Gattaca makes everything go wrong. Investigators swarm the building and look at everyone's DNA. Vincent's own eyelash, which he left behind by accident, is the main piece of evidence. But what about the investigator who was in charge of the case? It's Anton. His own brother is now a high-ranking investigator with Valid. The system starts to show its weakness. It thinks that people are easy to understand. That potential is the same as the result. That DNA is your fate. But Vincent shows something different, that people aren't equations, and that understanding is risky. As adults, the brothers fight each other again in the water. Anton wants to know how Vincent beat him again. Vincent's answer is still the same: "I never saved anything for the swimback." At that moment, Anton knows the truth. His genetic superiority doesn't signify anything when it comes to real, unscripted human spirit. The system breaks down more. People at Gattaca start to have doubts, but Vincent keeps getting better. The mission director, who knows the truth, also chooses to ignore it. Why? Vincent's performance has already shown that merit isn't in the blood, it's in the will. Number 7. The real history of genetic control. This is where fantasy and reality collide. Gattaca's ideas aren't new. Eugenics was a movement that started in the early 1900s. The idea was to make people better through genetics. Governments thought they could get rid of weakness. Make yourself smarter, make society better. And they did something about it. Sterilizations that were forced. Discrimination based on genetics. Groups as a whole were called inferior. Between 1907 and the 1960s, more than 64,000 persons in the United States were sterilized because of eugenics regulations. In 1907, Indiana established the first law that required sterilization. California was the worst state in the U.S., doing tens of thousands of procedures, often without permission, on the poor, disabled, immigrants, people of color, and mentally ill people. In Buck v. Bell, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld Virginia's sterilization law in 1927. Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes said, "3 generations of imbeciles are enough." Nazi Germany pushed the idea to its horrible conclusion, but it has roots all throughout the world, including in the United States. Now think about this. How far would they have gone if they had the technology we have today? Eugenics was not an obscure scientific discipline. It was mainstream and supported by progressive-era reformers who thought it was a kind of social engineering. Marriage regulations said that undesirables couldn't get married. Skull measurements and IQ tests that were meant to show racial hierarchy were used to set immigration quotas. Gattaca isn't making up a nightmare. It's telling us that we've walked into it in our dreams previously. Number 8. The world we're entering. Today, we are closer to Gattaca than ever before. We can screen embryos, select genetic traits, predict diseases, and now, edit DNA itself. Technologies like Crispr are already changing what's possible. In 2018, Chinese scientist Jiankui shocked the world by creating the first CRISPR-edited babies, altering their genes to resist HIV. By 2025, startups are openly pursuing heritable embryo editing again, promising to prevent diseases or even enhance traits. Somatic editing, fixing genes in adults, is saving lives with therapies for sickle cell disease. But germline editing? That changes everything past to future generations. We are no longer observing genetics. We are beginning to control it. And that raises the most important question of all. Just because we can, does that mean we should? Clinical trials are advancing, but ethicists warn of designer babies, parents selecting for height, intelligence, or athleticism, widening inequality into something permanent and biological. What happens when the rich can buy superiority while the rest are left as invalids by default? Gattaca's world isn't distant. It's the logical endpoint of trends already here. Polygenic scoring in IVF clinics and direct-to-consumer genetic tests that promise to predict everything from cancer risk to personality. The technology is neutral. The values we bring to it are not. Gattaca ends with Vincent achieving the impossible. He goes to space, not because he was designed to succeed, but because he refused to believe he couldn't. As the rocket launches, Jerome, in his borrowed ladder, smiles from his apartment, having finally found purpose in helping someone else defy the odds. Anton watches from afar, forever changed. And that's the real warning. The danger isn't just genetic technology. It's what happens when we start believing that your DNA determines your worth. If you believe your future is bigger than any label or limitation, hit the like and subscribe button. Because your story isn't written in your DNA, it's written by you.